What's going on, everybody? About to get started here in just a second, man. Welcome to Food Fight Wednesday night. Let's get to it. Shouts out to Core, shouts out to Jerome Kelly. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Make sure you share this out to all your social media streams. We'll get started here in about 5 minutes, a little bit less. And we'll start this great conversation we like to have, man. Grab your popcorn, call a friend to call a friend to tell a friend to come on in and join us. About to talk food, man. All right, we'll go ahead and get into it. Let's make sure we got everything going on the right way. Hey, there we go. No, that's not what we want. Let's get that out of here real quick. Excuse our technical difficulties. Welcome to Food Fight Wednesday night. I'm your host, Eddie Wright. Ha, that rhymes, right? You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Food Fight, man, where we like to talk about food discrepancies and food quirks amongst great people, those who you like and those who you dislike. Call a friend and tell a friend to inform a friend that we're talking about food here, and we think they should come on in. Drop any Cash App blessings in the Cash App if you feel like you would like to. The phone line is also going to be open tonight, 769-208-5576. We do not screen calls. We take all calls with extreme malice. So, with that being said... once we do get in on a topic, feel free to chime in and give your opinion or how you just directly may or may not feel. We want to hear it all here. So, I hope you guys have been having an amazing weekend. We have as well. Hold on one second. I got to fix something with my call-in line. Sign in again. Google needs to verify me. Technology is a beast, man. I encourage everybody to never lose touch with it. It's a terrible thing when you lose touch with it. So, that being said, go here. Let me sign out of here. No, that's not what I want to do. Why are we doing this? Don't want to sign out. With that being said, man, we're here. And we're talking about food topics. Tonight, one of our favorite topics is going to be Mayo versus Miracle Whip. We're going to take a dive down that pole for those. A dive down that line for those who are interested, even for those who may not be interested. We want to know what you think. Also, we're going to talk about Alfredo sauce. Those of us who like to go to Olive Garden every now and then, not a ton, we like to do quite a bit with the Alfredo sauce. We get extra. Sometimes we get too much extra, but we love it and we feel like it should be more of it. And lastly, we'll do what we always love to do, barbecue blessings. This week, it'll be going out to a single mom, courtesy of Kevin Strahan and his barbecue team. They want to pay something for it this week. So we're going to set that up lastly, and we're going to spin the wheel as we always like to do, single moms only this week. And with that being said, that's how we're going to close out. So, again, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm your host, Eddie Wright, and this is Food Fight. Let me get to my comment section so I'm not missing anything. Corey, what's going on? Jerome, what's going on? Sabrina, how you doing? Nate Dogg, what's going on? Joseph, what's going on? Trying to get all my greetings out of the way as we get this conversation started. Now, one of the things I like to talk about that is very near dear to my heart, I don't care if you don't like it, to make your mammy. That is my favorite phrase. we're going to talk about the white stuff. And no, we're not talking about that white stuff. We're just talking about the condiment of mayonnaise. The condiment that most people hate, but a lot of us do not have any problems with, and most people try to make you feel some type of weird and quirky about having a love for mayo or some other things. So, me personally, I grew up middle class America, kind of poor. So, we ate what's called condiment sandwiches. That would be mayo, mustard, ketchup, and if we're feeling adventurous, there was a little blackburn syrup sandwich in the arsenal every now and then if we didn't feel like risking the ass whooping. With that being said, mayo is very near and dear to my heart. I love the stuff. I don't consider it a food group like mashed potatoes, but I love the stuff. It's very good, and it works in all great ensembles. One of my favorite brands of mayonnaise, and no, it is not Duke's for people who are going to kind of chime in and try and say Duke's mayonnaise. No, I am not a Duke's type of guy. I've not even had it, but I will try anything once. I'll say that. But I'm a Blue Plate guy. Blue Plate was very big in my family. My mom bought it a lot, as much as she could when we could, kind of splurge a little bit. That was splurging in our eyes. It's just buying the Blue Plate. When we weren't splurging, we were buying Food Club. I was a Food Club kid. So if you know anything about Food Club growing up between the late 80s, mid 90s, Food Club was a pretty big brand that was out there, and it was pretty decent stuff for a very affordable price. And we enjoyed it. Food Club was our thing. And yeah, condiment sandwiches were a thing for some of us, not all. So for those of you who do not know what a condiment sandwich is, or you've not experienced that, I encourage you to consult with a friend who grew up poor or lesser privileged than you, and get their stories on how great these things were. So I was talking to a friend of mine, this friend being Marcus, Mr. Fireman Roundsville, yesterday, and we were having a conversation. And somehow we got on the topic of toppings on sandwiches and certain things. And he said that Miracle Whip is the only condiment to put on any sandwich. And I literally had to pull out my friend card and look at it to make sure that I'm really associating myself with such a terrorist, because I'm not a Miracle Whip type of guy. Now, let me say this. I don't find anything wrong with Miracle Whip. It has its place. It's just not on my sandwiches. Now, I haven't found the perfect marriage for Miracle Whip yet, other than possibly tuna fish, but on just a regular sandwich, whether it's turkey, ham and turkey, brisket, or anything else, it's gotta be just some plain mayo. There is no greater, or potato chips is considered a condiment. No, BJ, potato chips are not considered a condiment, sir. But you know what, BJ, I would also, the jury's still out on that. Because I'm the type of guy, and I'm pretty sure you may subscribe to this, I'm the type of guy who likes to put when I make my sandwiches, I want a little bit more texture, as a lot of you see people talk about texture on all these Food Network channels and all this stuff. So my texture of choice for my sandwiches is potato chips. So there'll be mayo, mustard, cheese, and a nice layer of potato chips. Preferably, since we're going to go there, preferably it's going to be these. Let me tell you something. Now, we're getting off topic right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. When you're talking about, and that's going to be this is going to be a whole nother episode on its own, is sandwich making etiquette. I am the ultimate sandwich design. Let me clear something. If you feel like you have a sandwich recipe that is more ultimate than mine, I would love to take you up on the challenge. Submit your recipe to EddieWrightBBQ.com. I will build your sandwich here live on stream with whatever chips you like, and I will taste it and I will tell you how terrible it is live on air, because that's the type of person I am. I care about you. I care about all my listeners. I care about all my foodies. Now, back to it. Option 1, when dressing your sandwich, if you do not have cheddar and sour cream ruffles, get a look at this bag. If you do not have this bag, I would recommend you go to your local grocer or corner store and grab you a bag, because every time you make a sandwich, these chips are the ultimate hit for texture. Yes, Van Waite's mayo sandwich, sir. I will not be afraid to put a mayo sandwich for some texture, put some chips on top of it, but I never was that adventurous as a kid. I had to have some meat. Usually it was bologna. But with that being said, sandwich on chips is a godsend. There's nothing like it. Some people are more of they don't like their food to touch like type of people. Over here at Food Fight, we subscribe to the food touching. This is what we love the most. So yes, there is meat, cheese, bread, chips. And then top that off, you don't just lay the chips on there. You stack them on there and then you apply just enough pressure to get a couple crunches in there and boom, you're ready for the ball game. If you feel like you have a sandwich that could match up to my ultimate ham and cheese and cheddar and sour cream sandwich, submit your recipe. AFLREDO.bbq.com. At me if you build it at home. After this, we'll talk about it. I want to tell you how terrible it is because I make the world's best ham and cheese and ruffles sandwich you will ever have in your life. On that, you know what, BJ? Let me tell you something, sir. I'm starting to think we may possibly be related. You see that? You see that? Do you see this? Do you see this, ladies and gentlemen? It is not a sandwich without the bunny bread. I am a subscriber of the bunny bread. The bunny bread, it's just different. It's good. It's a different type of bread. It doesn't really stick to the roof of your mouth like a lot of those other breads. It's all there. It's all there. We're getting off topic though. So let's kind of reel it back in. Again, this is Food Fight on a Wednesday night. I'm your host, Eddie Wright. Phone line will be open soon, 766-920-8556. $ Eddie Wright BBQ if you want to drop something in the bucket for barbecue blessings coming up soon. We're talking about Mayo versus Miracle Whip. So I was talking to my guy Twin. He considered me being a evil type of guy because I didn't subscribe to putting Miracle Whip on anything. Now, here's my thing for Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip has its place. It's not a lot of places it's gonna be, but it has its place. I don't put it on a lot of things, but I do know people, terrorists of course, who put this stuff on literally almost everything that they can feast their eyes on, specifically pasta salad. Now, I will not say how unfavorable, I can't even get the words out of my mouth. I will not tell you how much I hate pasta salad right now. But let me tell you something. Only evil people make pasta salad and try and serve it at cookouts. You know why? Who makes cold spaghetti and puts vinaigrette salad dressing in it and says, "Ha, it's pasta salad"? That is terrible. That is a bad joke, and people have been doing it for years. And I wish some of you would stop doing that. Take some time out, go and buy some groceries, and make an actual side dish. Do not boil me pasta, put Italian dressing in it, and Miracle Whip, and bring it to my cookout. You will be banned, sir, or madam, or child. That is a promise. It's not a demand. It's a promise. So again, it doesn't have a very big place for me. For a lot of people, it does. I'd like to talk to those of you who does, so maybe you'd be able to change my mind. Feel free to call in. But right now, I don't see it being one of those things where it doesn't have a place. Like we never bought it. Now, if we were feeling kind of special, we go do the sandwich spread. Now, I will tell you, I have a love for sandwich bread, and that's very different from Miracle Whip. Sandwich bread and Miracle Whip are two totally different things. I subscribe more to the sandwich spread side of condiments than I do the Miracle Whip, mainly because Miracle Whip is just too overly sweet. I can take a tinge of sweet, but Miracle Whip is just sweet. It's just too much. Because think about it. If you're making tuna fish, your relish is already going to be sweet, right? Now, if you like I am, blue plate or nothing. That's what I'm talking about, BJ. Blue plate or nothing. Blue plate or nothing. And if I'm feeling freaky, sandwich spread, a variety of types. I never met a sandwich spread I didn't like. As I was saying, sandwich spread is a better usability as a condiment in Miracle Whip is to me, because when you're trying to use Miracle Whip, you can only use Miracle Whip. If I want to dress my sandwich up with anything else, like not a lettuce or a tomato, but like sliced pickles, some dill pickle or anything like that, I can't use Miracle Whip because it's going to oversweet my sandwich. And you can't have an amazing sandwich with cheddar and sour cream ruffles and have an overly sweet amount of Miracle Whip in it. It's just terrible. It takes your sandwich and it puts it in the trash zone. Yes, I said it. For those of you who are making Miracle Whip sandwiches as your condiment, who are making sandwiches with Miracle Whip as your condiment, the sandwich is trash. Debate your mammy. I'm listening. So that's kind of how we're just going to leave that. I'm not a Miracle Whip guy. I know some of you are. If you are, chime in the chat. Chime in on the text line. We'd like to hear you. We'd like to talk about it. Next up, let's kind of take a walk on the other side. Now, I don't do a lot of Olive Garden, but when I do, there's certain things I must have. Now, here's my disclaimer. All that salad shit, you can keep that. I'm not coming to Olive Garden for your salad. I'm just not subscribing to that. It's just not been one of my things to ever want to enjoy the times I have been to Olive Garden. And it hadn't been a ton of times, but I've went over the years. I've gone. I enjoy Olive Garden when I do go. But the one thing I must have when attending any Olive Garden event, I must have an extra side or two of Alfredo sauce. There are not too many things in the world I require out of my pasta dish when I go to. You can keep that marinara. I don't want anything marinara when I go to Olive Garden. Let me tell you something. When I go to Olive Garden, I am there for the bread and the Alfredo sauce. The bread and Alfredo sauce is a meal within itself. So you go to Olive Garden, you socialize, you have you a few drinks, you get the bread. You do not eat the ridiculously terrible ass salad with Italian dressing. If you can't tell, I'm not a fan of Italian dressing. We don't do it. You get the salad. You don't eat it. You take the bread. You ask, hey, can I get a side of Alfredo sauce? They already know what's up in the back. They already know what you are about to do. To the creators of Olive Garden's, I was finna say ranch dressing, Lord have mercy. To the creators of Olive Garden Alfredo sauce, hands down, great job. What's up, Trina B? I see that you're in here. Glad that you're in here. Hope you don't like Miracle Whip. No, the salad is not bomb. I don't care if you don't have tomatoes on it or olives. It is terrible, and there's nothing I can really do with it. We've got a call coming in. I'm not sure if this is from the text line. Hold on one second. Let me see. Oh, we do. Yep. Try and take a call. Oh, all right. Wait, hold on. I think I got it. Wait a minute. Oh, I missed it. Hold up. All right. I think I missed the call. If the call, please call back, caller. If you did call, sorry we missed that. Going back into it. Hope you guys can hear me. Okay, you can. Cool. All right. Olive Garden. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get these up. All right. You go to Olive Garden. You're not eating the salad. I don't care who you are. You could. A lot of y'all go to Olive Garden to eat the salad and just be like, oh, it's so good. You faking it. You're actually lying. You're not there for the salad unless you like Italian dressing. And I don't know too many people who enjoy the Italian dressing at Olive Garden and be like, oh, give me the endless salad and breadsticks and no pasta. No. So with that being said, when you go, you get the pasta, you ask for the side of Alfredo sauce. If you're really thugging it out, you get two. Why? Because the first one, you're going to probably sample the salad and eat majority breadsticks and sauce. The breadsticks and sauce combo. Hold on, let me take this call. Oh, all right. I think I got it. Hold on. This is Food Fight with Eddie Wright. Thank you for calling in. Who am I speaking with? Hey, how you doing, good sir? Can you hear me? No, I'm doing pretty good, man. Thanks for calling in the food fight. What would you like to talk about tonight? Are you? I'm pretty sure you're tuning in to the show, but what is on your mind tonight? Is it real? Man, yeah, that's your guilty pleasure. Man, thank you very much, man. That rotisserie smoker it has been one of the best investments I've ever made, and it has most definitely been it's been a growth spurt for me being able to cook on that device and learn so much within the process of what those cookers actually do. It's been a whole lot of fun, man. Thank you. Yes, sir. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you recognizing that. It's not something that we all, ask for people to recognize, but it's nice to be appreciated. That's one of the things that it's a volunteer service, and not everybody understands. You give up your time, and you get not a whole lot back in return, but those thank yous mean a lot to those of us who did serve. No, I don't use the green. I haven't right now tested the Green Mountain Grill pellet brand, which is actually probably going to be something I'm going to do within the next few weeks. Currently, we've been using Smoker's Delight brand pellets, and they have been phenomenal. This past week, we've been running their new competition blend pellets, which have been awesome. Not a lot of heavy leftover trash. They burn real good, and it's been a great product. I've been using it since I've been pellet smoking, which has not even been a year yet, believe it or not. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, you've got that real big Green Mountain. You got the big 3 pot large cooker, don't you? Yeah, the commercial tracker. That's right. Yeah. Hey, that thing is huge. Oh, you getting rid of it? Okay. Got you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. Yeah, stick burning is a art form. It is most definitely an art form. Gotcha. I don't think that's. I do butcher's paper when I wrap the briskets. We'll wrap at the stall traditionally, and we'll just let it ride out in the butcher's paper.
I tell you what, you do a great job with the wings and things of that nature. That's one thing that up here in the Midwest that just don't sell. Like, every time I try to do wings, I come back with like half of the wings, and I don't know if it's just the way I cook them or they're not wing people up here. When they think about barbecue, they think about pulled pork and brisket. So
Right.
that's where I'm just and my nachos. I do a mean barbecue nacho. So
Right. I
so
think
what are your favorite sides to cook?
I'm a mac and cheese type of guy, and I know not a lot of people like mac and cheese as a side, but I enjoy it. Working on my baked bean game, and I'm a potato salad kind of guy.
Okay, well that's my go-to. My baked beans and my potato salad. My baked bean recipe is known all over the Midwest. Yeah, I have a different type of baked bean. Like you can stick a spoon in them things, stand up in a spoon. I got videos of me just sticking a spoon in there and it just standing up there for like 30 or 40 minutes. I start off with a roux.
With a
So
roux?
to me, that's yes. Always start off with a roux. So I always start off with a real dark roux. Like I get my about 8 sticks of butter, soak my beans, and I get a big roux started, and then I add the onions and bell peppers,
Get your
and
nice little trinity
then
going.
I add my sweet to it. Yeah, then I add my sweet to it. I add a lot of sweet. I add more sugar than fudge. I add brown sugar, white sugar, molasses, and then I follow that with the vinegar and the mustards and the roux thicken everything up. So when I add my beans, it coats the beans and it cooks like a fudge kind of, and then that's when I start adding the different rubs and kind of make it, tame the sweetness down with the vinegar and the mustard, kind of tame it down a little bit.
Okay.
And then I add my liquid smoke to it and things like that to kind of, and my barbecue sauce I add to it, and it just kind of like, I've been using this bean recipe for 15 years, and it's been, like I say, I change up potato salad, mac and cheese, but I never stop with the beans. The beans are just my to-go-to. I sell them $375 for 18-quart roaster. So, and I sell beans all the time.
That's awesome, man. I most definitely need to get with you on working on my bean recipe, because I can honestly say I need to work on that quite a bit more. It's okay, but it's not my go-to deal.
Well, once you get the beans as a go-to deal, I promise you the recipe I have. I'm from the state of Florida, good state of Florida. One time from Florida.
One time from Florida.
Well, and representing the state of Florida, representing Iowa. Well, when I came back home, I kind of showed the guys back in the neighborhood about these beans, and they just went nuts over them. So my mom has put that into a repertoire too, a beans recipe. So it's a good thing. So
sounds like you got a great thing going with that bean recipe, man.
Yeah, man. Like I say, just hit me up, and I will most definitely. I don't have no secrets. That's what makes and I tell my wife that all the time. So that's what makes TNT, because I have no secrets. It's just
right.
My biggest ingredient is love, and I know people say that and they just use it as a
look. I agree. I'm the same way.
It is hard work.
It is, and when you're putting a lot of love into it, it's different regardless of who the pit master or the chef of choice is. That is what generally makes food items different. The amount of love that you put into it.
Come on, man. Like I tell people, I don't play with it. And I come over cocky when I talk about barbecue, but in my opinion, you should be willing to learn anything from somebody else. Like I learn every single day I watch YouTube. I learn, or go to my friend's house cooking. I learn. Sometimes I learn what not to do. That's still learning.
There you go. You can learn anything from anybody. That's just being open.
Yep, and but like I said again, though, if you don't love this barbecue thing, you'll just it'll get too much for you. But I love it. I love to see you just like growing the way you are. I love to see that. I'm like, wow, look at this guy. Look at this guy, you know.
I appreciate it,
Boom.
man. I remember when I first got started, you gave me a reach out and you was like, hey, man, you got it. I like what you're doing. It sounds good. It looks good. And I was just getting started. I was literally just scratching the surface of really where I feel like I'm getting to, man. So I appreciate that push in that direction and that word, man. It meant a lot to me.
Yeah, well, you know, I can see the real thing when I do see it, you know. And bro, you the real thing. And these guys in Mississippi, they're gonna be happy to know the right way to barbecue, the right way. You know, they're gonna know your name in the competition and also in the catering portion because I game.
Did we lose him?
So many different, you know, so many people don't like brisket until they have TNT brisket. So
right.
many people are not going to like certain barbecue until they have your barbecue. And I can bet you that.
Gotcha.
You know.
Well, we're most definitely going to keep it in the pocket, man.
I got 5 on that.
We're most definitely going to keep it in the
pocket. Well, all right, brother. I'm going to continue watching your channel.
All right, man. Thanks a lot for calling in.
Yes,
I appreciate it, man. It's always
day.
great talking to you. You have a good one. That was my guy from TNT Barbecue out of Iowa. Very good guy who I met when I first got started in YouTube. But then my first 15 videos said he was giving me great compliments and actually reached out and gave me a phone call and gave me a good verbal a verbal blessing of telling me I was on the right track, and that meant a lot to me. As we kind of get back to what we were talking about, I think we left off at Olive Garden, and sorry about the sound issues. We're kind of working through those tonight. We had a few, so you guys may have missed half of that conversation that me and him were having. I apologize about that, but hopefully you kind of got the gist of what everything we were doing was. So as we get back into it, Olive Garden, breadsticks and Alfredo sauce are your friend. Now, you go and you buy a main meal, but you do not eat that meal at the table. You take that meal and you put it in a to-go canister and you take it home. You pig out. Well, those of us who love the breadsticks and Alfredo sauce, we pig out and we get full on the Alfredo sauce and the breadsticks alone. I may nibble on the food. I might even take a forkful just to say, hey, I tried my entree. It's too good. I'm full. I'm going to save it for when I get home. And we pack it up and we take it with us. But I'm there, step one, for the breadsticks, for the Alfredo sauce. If you are not, I'm not sure why you're even going to Olive Garden. I know everybody has their reasons, but I'm just not it's not too many other things that are very attractive about Olive Garden that make me go back on a constant basis, and especially when it's free. Give me Alfredo sauce and breadsticks. Again, this is Food Fight on a Wednesday night. I am Eddie Wright, your host. The call-in line is open, 769-208-5576. Barbecue Blessings is ready to take place here in about 10 minutes. $sign Eddie Wright BBQ if you like to drop a blessing in the bucket and for us to pay it forward on an episode coming up soon. This is just something we like to do to put smiles on faces and put amazing food and barbecue on people's plates and tables at home. So tonight is only single moms can participate. So if you are a single mom or you know single moms, make sure you tag them, invite them to the live stream, make sure they are present, and they drop their name in the chat, and we're going to get the wheel going. And as you know, we like to do things. We spin the wheel, and the wheel tells us who the winner is. There is no slick shit going on. Again, this one is brought to you in part by Stream Chasers, IPTV Services, Eddie Wright Barbecue, and Kevin Strahan. He is a member of the Barbecue Gurus of Mississippi, and he has his own competition barbecue team. And tonight, he is the donor that would like to pay it forward. So now that we have that out the way, let's go ahead and get our board, get our wheel ready. Wheel of names. Let's go ahead and clear it up. And if you are here, go ahead and drop your name in the chat. We'll go ahead and start to load the... Hold on one second. Answering the text. All right. We want to drop a name in the bucket. If you want to participate, make sure you remain around. Now, with this portion of the show, as we're doing this, we're open for suggestions. So if you guys have something you'd like to talk about, anything you want to put your own spin on or your punchline, feel free to call in, drop it in the chat, 769-208-5576. This is Food Fight on a Wednesday night. I am your host, Eddie Wright. Hold on one second. Trying to get this done. Okay. All right. Now I can see chats that I've been missing. Sorry about that. Those breadsticks are trash if they are not hot. Trina B, that is very true. The breadsticks are very trash if they're not hot. That's why we love it when they are hot. And you know what? I've also discovered I don't know how to reheat the breadsticks when I take them home. So I have to eat them all while they're there. Hank the Tank, what's going on, good sir? Sorry I missed you waving and everything else. I like the beans you eat with a fork. Hank, well, maybe you can give me a bean recipe that I can use, sir, because my beans are not up to they're not up to par. I will not lie. They're cool, but they're not perfect. All right. Food fight. We're loading up the board. Trina B wants to be in the giveaway, so let's go and put her there. Let's get my ugly mug down. Let's get the board up because that's what everyone wants to see. Oh, that's not it. Change that up real quick. Wheel of names. Done. Boom. That's not it. Why is it not showing wheel of names? This is starting to piss me off now. Why is it not doing this? All right, here we go. Wheel of names. All right, we got one. Go ahead and cover my face because nobody's here for that. Everybody's here to spin this goddamn wheel and get some free barbecue. So let's goddamn do it. Load up real quick. Trying to get the portions correct. I'll crop it down a little bit here. I'm going to open it up a little bit here. And boom. All right, we are in. Food fight on a Friday night. We're getting ready to do our spin the wheel at 8:20. We'll spin the wheel. Single moms, go ahead and drop your name in the chat. If you guys would like to have any further dialogue on our topics tonight, feel free to call in 769-208-5576. I am your host, Eddie Wright, and this is Food Fight, and we are still here. Hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. Make sure you guys continue to stay dry and stay safe. There are hurricanes in the Gulf that are doing everything that hurricanes normally do. We'll probably get a lot of wind and rain, but within that wind and rain, there can always be power outages. Make sure you do have a generator on hand or some form of power, some form of external power so that you can be apart. So you can continue to keep your food going and keep power within the house. Again, waiting on you guys to drop those names. Single moms. Right now we only got one. Waiting for more. We'll spin the wheel at 8:20. While we're waiting to spin the wheel, I'm just going to sit here and talk and do what I do. Maybe I need to play a little theme music. I think I need to play some theme music. Let's play some. Boom. All right, we got that going. So, got a little theme music going while we're waiting on more single mothers to input their name so we can spin the wheel. Go back out here. Sure we get everybody in that's supposed to be in. We do not want to. Let's talk struggle meals. I don't want to talk struggle meals because I talk struggle meals already. Condiment sandwiches. What other struggle meals were on you guys' mind? I guess that's my question. What do you guys feel like are good struggle meals that you would like to bring up to in the conversation today? Let's see. Sorry, I have some issues with my YouTube chat. Noodles. Noodles is not a struggle meal. Noodles is a life struggle meal. I'll say that. I still eat noodles. Matter of fact, I kind of want to try these, what I think are going to be terrible ass Master P noodles. Yeah, I said it. I feel like Master P noodles are terrible. You know why? Because it's Master P, and he tries everything. He can't be great at everything, but hey, I'm going to give it a try. Probably this weekend. I know where I can get some from, and if these shits are horrible, I promise you will hear about it from me. It's not one of the things I'm very confident in. I have been. What's up with Blue Cheese Girl? Blue Cheese Girl is right here, Hank. She's in the chat. I'm not sure if y'all could see each other talking, but she's here. Blue Cheese Girl is in the watch party that I'm watching on my phone commenting. So she's here. I'm still trying to get everything going the way it's supposed to go. So yeah. Noodles is not a struggle meal. Noodles is a survival meal. I ate noodles in the military at points in time when I was just trying to make sure I was getting a good amount of nutrients in my blood, in my soul, because I wasn't wanting to go to the chow hall to eat the trash that they were serving out there. So yeah, struggle meal, yes. Even more so, survival meal. We can say that about noodles. We can all agree on that. Watch party's going good. Tacos is you know what, Hank, and you could probably attest to this. I have a recipe that I am going to debut next week, and it is going to be pretty fucking awesome, and it's for a taco, and it is going to be kick ass. I promise you, good sir. So stand by. That is going to be one of the ones that is going to it's going to be pretty interesting. We're probably going to do a test run this weekend to make sure you got everything right with the portions and everything, but I got a pretty kick-ass taco recipe. I've been a big fan of taco salad and taco rice my entire life. I wish more people made taco salads. And I'm not talking the taco salads with chips. I'm talking the taco salad that has the rice, the lettuce, tomato, and everything else, and it has a few chips in it. Most people consider taco salads the one that has just the chips and the lettuce. Where I got introduced to taco salad, and it had rice in the bowl too, and I'm a rice guy. I am a rice guy through and through, probably too much. So yeah, those are the taco salads I'm accustomed to. Pork belly taco, I've never made one. I kind of wish I should probably work on that recipe as well. I've got an amazing cured piece of pork belly in here that I got from my guy Van Waits that I most definitely need to start to put to great use, because he was gracious enough to give that to me. So we got to most definitely do that. 3 minutes remaining for any single moms who would like to put their name on the wheel list to spin for barbecue blessings. Right now we only got one name, and we're gonna spin it, but it looks like Trina's gonna win. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but this is what we were asked to do. It's barbecue blessings on a Wednesday night, and we're asked to give it to a single mom. And right now, here we go. So we got 3 minutes remaining before we spin the wheel. Let me see. I'm checking all my social media extensions. Oh God, my chat is terrible. I have not been seeing everything that's been going on here. Everybody can't cook tacos. That is very true. Okay, okay. All right, because now I'm seeing the chat where it's got the names. So sorry about that if I didn't get your name first. I'm trying to figure out this damn chat. We got your name. I got you, Celeste. You are in. So we got 2 players for tonight. I was supporting the business, and they had barbecue fried rice on the menu, so I was like, let me try that. Worst decision. Barbecue fried rice? That sounds horrible. Now, taco rice, not so, but barbecue rice, I can't see that being very attractive. That's kind of, yeah, taco for life and cook right. I don't know why I can't see this in my regular chat. This is pretty fucking ridiculous. 8:18, we're getting ready to spin here in about 2 more minutes. Barbecue blessings given away to a single mother this time, courtesy of Kevin Strahan, Stream Chasers IPTV Services, and the team here over at Interact Barbecue. She's going to drown them in blue cheese. Hank says you're going to drown them in blue cheese, Trina B. That's pretty fucking funny. For those who don't know, we consider blue cheese not to be a very valiant effort at addressing, and people who use blue cheese are certified terrorists. 1 second. Just trying to get some things situated. All right. Get ready to spin the wheel. Almost out of time. 8:19. They say and is. That is terrible. Blue cheese is satanic, like, actually. I don't know who came up with it. I've never seen any type of blue cheese in my life. The only rice is fried rice. I agree. The only rice is fried rice. And you put fried rice in tacos, and that's still good. It goes in a burrito, so why not tacos? All right, we got one more contestant. Bonita is in. 8:19, still taking names, getting ready to spin the wheel for barbecue blessings tonight. So give me my food so I can put my blue cheese on them. That is horrible. Look here. Do not put blue cheese on my ribs. I will ban you forever from ever being a part of barbecue blessings. You put blue cheese on my ribs. We will fight. Do you understand me? Yeah, that's it. 8:20. Board's closed. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel. This is what you guys are here for. Yeah, blue cheese on a taco. That's even twice as disgusting, treating B. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. I'm your host, Eddie Wright. Thank you guys for being part of Barbecue Blessings. Congratulations to the winner, whoever it may be. Around and round the wheel goes. Wherever it stops, nobody knows. Treating B, you want some ribs. Congratulations to you. You can pick up tonight or tomorrow. Your choice. I ain't gonna say drop your name in the chat because I know you're still here talking about blue cheese on random food items, which is terrible. All right, guys, that has been our show for the night. Now that you've won, for the winners who have won Barbecue Blessings, you cannot come back and participate again. If you've won, and we know you've won, you are prohibited from participating. We're wanting to be fair to everybody moving forward who have not had a chance to win and give them a chance to win. I would like to thank my supporters. The Blue Cheese Group? We don't like them either. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been always a fun thing for us to do. I'm your host, Eddie Wright. Getting ready to move forward and close this thing out. With that being said, if you guys have anything else you'd like to talk about, feel free to call the chat line. I'm listening. Send in those sandwich recipes. I will build your sandwich if it makes the cut. I will build it. And it better be fucking good, because if it's trash, I'm going to talk about it live. With that being said, blue cheese lovers in the world, no, we are not saluting blue cheese, ma'am. No blue cheese salutes. With that being said, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I am your host, as always, Eddie Wright. This has been Food Fight on a Wednesday night. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you follow the YouTube, and always remember, you too can do amazing barbecue the right way. We'll see you next time.